volando. Hello friends, and welcome to another episode of the Urban Homesteading channel. If today is the first time you're visiting with us, well, let's try that again. Hello friends, and welcome to another episode of the Urban Homesteading channel. If today is your first visit with us, we want to extend to you a very warm welcome and invite you to watch any of our over 500 videos arranged for your convenience in playlists, as we are confident you're going to find something both useful and entertaining to watch. If you have been here before, welcome back. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. Last week we discussed a very useful tool that allows you to measure the RPMs of any machinery that you have, and I'm going to put the link up here if you want to review that video. So this week we are going to talk about the companion of that tool, the reason we purchased that tool. So stick around and we're going to tell you what this video is all about. So this week we're going to talk about this device, which is a universal speed control. And very plainly, what it does, it is allow you to take a tool that it is a single speed tool and make it a variable speed tool. And you can see here it has a dial that goes from low, medium, all the way to high. It can support up to 15 amp tools, so it can support virtually any tool you're going to have in your workshop as long as it is 120 volt. And it has a rocker switch with 3 settings: off, full, and variable. Clearly on variable it allows you to use this knob, right? And on full you don't have control anymore, so I don't know why you would use it. It is also protected with a fuse, very nicely situated there. If you blow the fuse, right, it is easy to change. And it only has one receptacle, so you plug the instrument to your power source and then you plug your tool to the instrument, and now you have a way to control the speed of your item, right? Mm-hmm. Why you might need this? I'm going to start using some very interesting beats for our router, and those big beats require that you run the router at a slower speed. The reason is simply physics. If this thing works at 50,000 RPMs, you know, the, what do you call it, the base here,
the stem,
yes, then this will be working probably at 100,000 RPMs because it is outside the diameter, right? Which will make it too fast and prone to failure and injury. So there are certain drill bits that, not drill bits, there are certain router bits like these ones that have a requirement of a speed. You cannot go above a certain speed. So that is the genesis of this little experiment that we are going to get into now. So here we are. We have connected our router to the switch, and we have it on the position of full. Right? Is that visible? Mm-hmm. So we're going to turn our router on. And as you can see now, using this switch allow us to turn the router on and off, right? Yes? Yep. So now we're going to see if this changes the RPMs of the router. We're going to put it in the variable position. And you can hear the router slowing down, right?
Yep.
So it clearly works. Now another positive of this, I happen to have a secondary switch here for this router, right here. But many equipment, for example my table saw, does not have two switches. It only has one switch. And that will allow you to put it somewhere and have the switch right in front of you. Right? Make sense? All right, let's get situated here. So what can we say about this tool? First of all, there are a couple of warnings, and that is that you should not use it in a brushless type motor. Now, we don't have that problem because most of our equipment are old before brushless motors existed, so that's okay. And it also says that it will not work on soft, slow start motors. And those are motors that take a little bit time to rev up, they start very softly. Again, we don't have that fancy equipment here in the homestead. It seems to be working rather well. What do you think, Ms. Wizard? Another device we were going to experiment with this would be our miter saw, because I want to get into a little bit of metallurgy. And cutting metal in a miter saw requires you to drop the RPMs of the saw. Otherwise, you're going to damage your blade, your cutting piece, and potentially yourself. More importantly, yourself, right? So for now, I'm going to definitely use it immediately on our router bits. I'm going to use it or try to use it on the table saw, and definitely our miter saw. And we're, as always, going to let you know how it goes and how our experimentation went. But for the first look, I like the device. It definitely works as advertised. I do like that the fuse is very easily accessible to change. I have a transformer that the fuse has blown, and I will have to use soldering irons, all kinds of things to repair it, you know. So this is a very refreshing change. It is not very big. It is not very big.
No, it's not. It almost looks like a camera with a cord.
So actually the cord is probably bigger than the device, right? So my first look, I would give this item a thumbs up. Again, we make no statements about the longevity of the device.
Or
Only
longevity.
Longevity. This is just the first look, and my first look of this is that I do like what I see. I find this to be what I expected it to be. In any case, we hope you did enjoy this first look, and join us for first looks throughout. We have a playlist with first looks. We call it a Wednesday Quickie playlist because usually we do midweek first looks and other miscellaneous things, and on the weekends we do project, correct?
Yep.
So if you want to see short videos with reviews, first looks, tips and tricks, hacks, this kind of thing, look at our Wednesday Quickies, and we have a plethora of those. I'm pleased with it. I'm looking forward to use it, and I challenge you to look in our future videos to see this device in use. If you did enjoy this video, we do ask your support with a thumbs up. If you didn't, the other button works as well. Share, like, subscribe. Let us know what you would like to see in the channel. And from the garage, again, that has happened for months. From Dr. Wizard, Mrs. Wizard, and the Urban Homesteading channel, we want to bid you farewell. Stay safe, wash your hands, put your masks on, and we're going to see you soon. Farewell, friends.